Yeah, the Classcfied on tour once again, interviews, series for the summer. Open it up, give me your name, man.
Come on now, Guernon. JG for short.
JG. Say the last part again, man.
Guernon. So my last name is French.
Okay.
For anybody questioning, right? So it's like you got to throw an accent on it when you say it. But
definitely do.
Yeah, JG.
JG. I'm going with that one until I can turn the tongue the way that it is for the last part. Yeah, man. So let's go all the way back, man. Of course, we know each other from the tours. You were recently on the Classcfied tours 2019, I want to say, with Asia and Stevie G. And so we want to go back before that because we actually ran into each other, I don't want to say personally, but the company, when you were in high school. What high school did you go to?
Yeah, I went to Los Angeles High right there off of Rimpau and Pico.
LA High, yeah, that's like, I mean, people be wondering, like, I know y'all got a LA High in the city.
Yeah, no, I'm thought. Now, people ask me that too. It's like when they ask, like, where you from and what high school, it's like LA High, and they're like, oh, that's like a real school. It's like, yeah, like really, like
LA, you know what I mean? Yeah, they call it Miracle Mile, or what they call that part of town, Mid City.
Yeah, Mid City.
Yeah, man, y'all tap in if y'all come to Cali, man. Mid City is a whole vibe over there going on. So let's go back before high school. Are you from Cali originally? You did all your school here? You born and raised here?
Yeah, no. So I'm from Los Angeles. I mean, right there off Pico and Lumbre, exactly. To be honest. My family originally from Arkansas, you feel me? So that's where I get a lot of my Southern culture and like connections family-wise outside of the state.
Man, originally, I'm originally from Atlanta, so I get that.
I feel you.
You been there before? You traveled over?
Atlanta, yeah. No, I hit Atlanta for this fashion show.
Okay.
I think it's called Magic or something like that.
Yeah. Magic show.
Yeah, I went there. That was the only time I've been in Atlanta. That's real dope.
Honor Brothers or something. I forgot that.
No. Wait. Yeah, I take it back. I've been in Atlanta a couple times. Actually.
Okay. You recorded down there yet? A lot of people.
I did some stuff with wife and Lucci brother.
Okay.
It was pretty dope. We recorded in there. I don't know how I ended up in Atlanta. I messed with it because the environment, like, kind of just landed, chilled. Right. Next thing you know, my Uber driver ended up being the driver for the whole day. Wow. And next thing you know, I'm in the studio with wife and Lucci brother, and we cut up a song. Like, we ain't never released it or nothing, but it's like still a dope little story.
Just the energy, and the experience, of course. So in high school, what was your vibe like, music-wise? Who was you in the headphones? I remember you being curly hair. Wayne pointed me out. He was like, "Bro, that was old boy with the curl." They was talking to us. Like, he said, "You do music. We hear that so much." You know what I mean? So,
no. Yeah, and I feel like you only know what you know until you know otherwise. Right. But honestly, I would say music-wise, like, right there at that point in high school, like,
what year we talking? With our time frame.
Yeah, I'm looking at just the whole thing. Like, I was probably more of my Kendrick vibes.
Okay.
I think. What's his name? I don't personally listen that much. The artist YK Osiris, I think that just came out there in high school.
Okay.
He was kind of he was kind of going great. That was that. Now if you're talking like who I was looking up to growing up, it's
middle
like
school. Let's go there.
Yeah, I'll throw out like YG. Like honestly, even Justin Bieber. Why? Because it's just kind of like, man, who was the most talked about? Who had the most posters on the wall? You feel me? It's just like I used to really go to school,
every instrument,
playing the guitar. And they used to go crazy.
I mean, that was a kid when he came. I remember when he first came on the scene before the swoop. Just YouTube vibe. He was on guitar, then he's on the drums. So old school. Did you have any like your throwbacks? Like I heard one person say Curtis Blow, so you tell he's a little older, but like who's your throwback? Like
like
somebody your uncles or moms
like Sugar Free.
Okay.
Yeah, like
that little vibe.
For sure, him, like, just off top.
Crazy.
They don't even know. I really used to try and I was on my Sugar Free stuff way before I even got through.
Yeah,
stuff. I was trying for sure.
Man, we used to go crazy to that shit in the club, bro.
I mean, shit, it still be coming on sometimes. You feel me? Just even in my like generation, it be coming
Any
on.
Influences, you kind of hear that a little bit in any songs you may have done in the past?
Nah, I feel like a lot of people kind of branching into a different lane right now. You feel me? But it's not down.
What was your style when you first started rapping? What grade was you like?
I've been rapping since I was 4 years old. You feel me? Like I'll give you a link, and I got stuff on YouTube that show me as a little boy type. Like if it ain't music, it ain't nothing. You feel me? I just got it built into my heart.
Come from a family of music, or
honestly, it's like I feel like you got to question this, right? It's like, does every black household come from a family of music? What I mean is like every one of my mom and aunties can sing, but it's just a matter of like ain't nobody ever really hopped in the studio or nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I feel like everybody can sing, being church based, going to church, or you can be in choirs and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, yeah, I've always been around singing for sure, but like my mom said I was humming before I could talk, and when I could talk, I started trying to like throw words together to rap, and once I had words, I started trying to sing. I started singing only because people told me I couldn't sing, so then I was like, for sure, like every time someone tell me I can't do something, I gotta do it.
Yeah. I get that. So we don't know sometimes who's gonna be that Grand Slam.
Yeah, no.
Be out of here, you know what I mean?
It's like a situation-based thing too at the end of the day, but it's just
so
hard
you got
work.
out of high school, did you go straight to JC? Did you do any college in music?
Nah, so right at the end of high school, there was a lot of people asking me to like kind of run track for them, right?
Okay.
Like, you know, junior college.
So you had sports?
Yeah, I played.
Okay.
Like I played football. Like
what position?
I played corner.
I was gonna say DB. I swear to God, I was gonna say DB.
Nah, I played corner, but like you feel me? I wasn't really like cold with the football or nothing. But like on track, we all went to city. Ended up losing to some Carson boy, man. Carson go crazy with the track team. Shout out to that team for sure.
Shout out Carson. We just did the graduation.
I was running the 4x1, 800, the 400, and long jump. And I think my long jump was 23 feet. So I got up there for sure.
Yeah, you got that discipline in. That's the whole point that I get from when asking somebody about sports.
Yeah.
You know, how far did you go? Because I know I can hear it in the music, but I want to see kind of what is some of that discipline.
Yeah.
Like coaches get it all, you know what I mean? But let's go back. So when did we run into you? What age was it when you got out of school? And how long was that gap before you joined the tour?
Like we might have first ran in right around, I would say like the end of the 18.
Okay. You were going by what name at that time?
Lil Drift.
Lil Drift.
Yeah, and I think we started to like kind of get into it like me like 19 for sure.
Okay.
It was like 19.
So how long did you go by that brand, Lil Drift?
Well, I was Lil Drift ever since I was around like 13 years old, 14 years old. Way before everybody else became Lil and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But like, so I started a while back off of pure fact. I made a song about a girl in high school, right? She kind of wanted to commit suicide. She was slitting her wrist and stuff like that. So I wrote a song about her, and the song was called Drift Away. And as a joke in the studio, my brother just kind of threw Little on it. I just, that's just how names is made. I just kind of rocked with it.
So we ran into each other, Lil Twist, and even when we first put you on the tour, you were changing songs during the tour, and your style, and you were getting more comfortable. Yeah. So what was you feeling at that time? Like, what was you going through? King Drew.
I'll say this, right, and I think this is, even before I answer this, right, I think I want to address something different, and this is a message for like artists, right?
Let's go there.
Like, I think artists need to accept the fact that like growth is always going to be like a factor into your life, right? So like a lot of people are afraid of growth and they want to make it overnight, right? I accepted that, like, however, one day I do want to be great, but I'm not the greatest today. And so it's like every day is 4, 5, 7, 8 songs getting popped out, right? So it's a matter of like, I want to see what other people like, because strongly I feel confident in every song I make. Like every single one. Why? Because I'm the one making it. I have to have like the beat. I have to like put lyrics on it, right? So it's like whether other people like it or not. So every time I come and I'm presented with an opportunity to perform or to show people like my work and the things I sweat, tears, and was paying the bills, it's like I kept showing new stuff. Why? Because I didn't have a hit song at the time, you feel me? So it's like everything is based off of my image, my performance, my story, you know what I mean? It's like I'm not at the point where everybody's screaming the words out because they know it. They're messing with me as an artist. So with that being said, it's like I'm coming with new stuff to fill out my growth, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, and there's levels to it stuff, and as you saw, like as time progressed, it got better and better and bigger and bigger, and that's just how the things go. So it's like I think a lot of people need to not really focus so much on money and fame and just focus on the craft and like accepting growth within what you do, you know what I mean?
And you were signed at an early age as well with you had a little entertainment or production situation going on?
Yeah, so I had got a partnership with an independent label straight out of high school with my old team and management. However, me and that team have branched off, and I went into a new management under my manager. Actually ended up being my blood cousin now. So him, and then we brought on an entire different team and kind of got a deal based around this independent partnership label, and we kind of rebranded and branched out with a lot of new stuff. So it's like a lot of stuff that's coming. I'm thankful for the team I have.
Right. So when you were signed, we finished up the tours, you were going crazy with the videos.
Yeah.
Like at that time, how many videos during that time from Twist out of high school to, let's say, the top of quarantine? Because you were just YouTube.
Yeah, man, like
characters in the videos.
Yeah, like
you go. Yeah.
I can't really pinpoint a number, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and say a lot, just off the pure fact of like, that's just at the time, that's what it was. I think a lot of people were more visually focused than they were like hearing wise. You know what I mean? So it's just about like feeding that crave that a lot of people need and want. You know what I mean? Whatever's new, whatever gets them talking, whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's just like
you definitely went through a change, and it's noticeable. But besides the cutting the hair and the different look that you're doing, there was a little growth. Sit down period we all go through. And it's obviously you've learned from it. I don't want to get into what happened, but you sat down for a minute, like some of us all have to do. And I think at that point you kind of did a regroup. I don't really know or care what happened with the team, but we all go through that growth. And then bam, you came out with the new look, the new hairstyle, the new, before I even heard the music, it was just like, yeah, he's different. You know what I'm saying? He's different. He didn't go and try to use that. And like, we talked behind the scenes, you didn't wear that as a badge or try to come out because we barely noticed. We ain't seen Twist, and it was so smooth so compliments to that team because they handled that very. I don't even know how I found out, but of course, it was under the strictest confidence. But to see how you turned it, you didn't go into the now I'm thugged out, yada yada yada. I'm aware, blah blah blah. How long was you in, man?
Yeah, so I was in there. I think a month, right before my people stepped in and just kind of got me up out of there, and we fought it outside the courtroom, right? But like, I also say this, right? And I'm glad that I'm actually glad that you kind of asked this question, right? Because I'm gonna go ahead and use this as like an educational purpose for a lot of the youth around me, right? Because like, I look at it from this, right? And I think when you don't see things a different way, you feel that there's only one way to life, right? So like, I would say prior to reason one, I didn't come out and nobody ever knew that I went to jail or nobody ever knew any of that is because ultimately it's not something that you promote, right? I think a lot of people need to quit looking at it as an accomplishment. It's even as there's nothing wrong with being a hood dude, but it honestly just proves that you weren't able to successfully commit the crime. So at the end of the day, I'm only saying it to the point of it's nothing to brag about. There's nothing cool about it, right? What really changed my mental is not the fact that I went to jail, not the fact that I'm afraid to go back or nothing like that. It's I honestly went in and had conversations with multiple people, and I saw that I didn't think the same way that a lot of other people thought. So therefore, why should I remain in this lane? Yeah, we could all be from the same place, right? But I see where life should be and where life should go.
Right.
I recently ran into a young male the other day. He was about 15, 16 years old. You feel me? Right in front of a restaurant. He wanted to prove himself in a situation, and I saw it. I witnessed it. It had nothing to do with me, right? He and it was for a girl, right? And he ended up getting into it with a dude, and I kind of saw him pull a strap out, right? I took it as an educational lesson. I really usually mind my business, but I kind of went and had a conversation with the dude and kind of just told him hey, it's another way, bro. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? And he kind of looked at it. I ended up seeing the girl that he was with. She was a little bit older at a party somewhere in Los Angeles. She told me that I helped him, actually. So it's I'm making the point, right? It's a lot of people don't have fathers. A lot of people don't have a lot of people talking to them. So if you don't see another way, you feel that there's no other way. But I say it's like this. I think a lot of people need to quit saying I can't do it or this is the only option when there's living proof of that it's a mental thing. It's a mindset, you know what I mean? It's if I could change it, everybody could change it. You know what I'm saying? It's there's different levels to money, there's different levels to success, there's different levels to love, family, housing. And I just think a lot of people need to get in the mindset of like I said, accepting growth. You know what I'm saying? And understanding what they really want out of this life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so as far as that incident, man, it was something real quick, my decisions and whatever I did that put me in the situation, right? It's just I knew that all right, I know what I really want to be on, and I just make the changes necessary. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of that came with rebranding, a lot of that came with a different environment. You know what I mean?
Was it hard to cut the hair?
No. I cut it just because it had nothing to do with anything. Honestly, it was two things. One, it was a lot to manage. You know what I mean? And I think it was just time for a change. I think it was just time, I had the long hair for a minute. Let's go ahead and just see what's going on. I could grow it back. If my new songs do consist of the bounce, consist of the jump, but it also consists of a lot of laid slower back and expressing vocally what I want. Whether it's on some fly shit or whether it's on some like personal shit, you know what I mean? It's just more of like an expression rather than just saying what like is the sayings, like necessarily quote, right? So yeah, man, I started doing vocal lessons. I mean, you know, I took it just a little bit more serious, and I said like, yeah, I could be another person who makes music, or I could be an artist who actually like treats this like a job, right? It's like my manager always says, it's like if you treat music like sports, you're bound to win. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody can make music. We could all cut beats on right now, freestyling here. Right. It's like, what's the definition between that and an artist who treats it like a job and who won't be on the level that like it's shown? Like I think you gotta ask yourself, what are you doing this for? Are you doing this because you want to hang out with a couple cool groupies? Are you doing this because it's what you love to do? Right. You know, as far as the new sound, like, yeah, man, I feel like at that point, music don't have to really speak for us. I play it for you.
Did you record? I don't want to say a number, but a lot of them during the quarantine during that year.
Yeah. You're crazy, man. I learned every day. I've been mixing and mastering personally for the last 4 years, right? Okay. So I think that's another dope thing artists need to do: learn to mix your own stuff. Of course, if you don't produce your own stuff, at least. But yeah, man, like it was. Like, man, 10 songs a day, maybe.
It helps with your sound when you start to get behind, you know. And I bring it up in a lot of interviews, even when we go back to Drake's beginning shit. The tone, the sound, the pocket, it's not where it is now. You can tell he's in sync.
It's developing.
And they're locked in, you know what I'm saying? So you being behind the scenes is going to help you develop, locking in that pocket. I know you have something for the summer.
I would say this, right? Like, I've accepted what quarter we're in as far as the year. So, like, I told myself straight up, what do I want to accomplish this summer, right? And what's gonna like set me apart from just turning up, right? So I think two things. One, I would say that I'm planned and scheduled to pop out to a lot of events within the next 2 to 3 months, right? But it's like I'm not there for anything outside of one, like performance, right? So like I think it's a matter of like music promotion. We have some music right now where features are currently on it that I can't list, and a lot of stuff's about to release within the next 2 months. We currently have trying to get a certain budget approved for like the next game plans, right? So it's like I'm trying to release as much information without releasing too much information. Right. So it's like the reason that I say that is I would say honestly it's going to be work ethic, and that's going to speak for itself this summer, and we're going to take it over the best of our knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So you open for shows? You might be doing some pop-ups?
Yeah, it's some cool pop-ups coming up, man.
Right in the middle. Give them your handles. Let's go with the YouTube, Instagram, so they can follow you for these events.
Hey, so the YouTube is J Guernon, just like my Instagram, J Guernon. How you spell it is Guernon. Yeah, make sure you type Instagram. We're gonna be going live, IGTVs. And even the TikTok, man. Make sure you guys follow on the TikTok. We're going to have all the updates going on. Everything through the summer, man. Rolling loud. Everything. Catch us there, man.
Like June 15th is today. Officially, we supposed to be open. Supposed to be the official. Man. Yeah.
I walked into the gym without a mask today. So
okay.
Felt pretty confident in that.
Dodgers supposed to have a full stadium today for the game. You know.
Oh, yeah?
Sold out, you know. So.
Yeah, now they've been sold out. I can't get no tickets.
Yeah, man. You know, we're champions out here. You know, that good. All of that. Let's get into some music, man. I know the people want to hear. I want to hear some songs. Let's go through a few tracks, introduce them, you know, and bump that shit on. You know, I need to hear it and experience it. You know?
Of course. That's all this is an experience, right? The music can't make you feel nothing. What is it doing?
Wrong man talking over here. Pay attention.
All right. Yeah, man. Let's go ahead and just jump into some straight like, man. How loud is it? It's called Juice.
I got the juice. Ever since I was a youngin', I was serving in the cook. I was dealing since a youngin', told my mama I'm the truth. I got powder in my rocks, and now they thinking I'm a cook. I got dirty in my water, purple phantom, call it us. Show me the stones, guarantee that I'ma shoot. Create fire on the mic like I'm the devil in the booth. I'm addicted like it's crack, that was my daddy, I was cute. So now you see me, you go, oh. Run it up. I cannot fake for none of you niggas. I think the pocket vision got a bottle mission. I ain't relate to none of you niggas. I ain't caught oppositions in a couple minutes. So I'm really like none of you niggas. Granny told me right before she died that they would've called a nigga house slave. Now I'm counting cause I'm big paid, but I'm not paid. When you bust paid, my granddaddy was my grandmama with the whip match and she got paid. I ain't taking shit from nobody. Where I'm at, yeah. The ghost probably talking shit to your old party. Every day feeling like a graduation. Look up, station. No breath like I'm Vader. I said fuck my haters. I said fuck my haters. I could fuck the world for 72 hours. God damn it, feel amazing. God damn it, feel amazing. I got the juice ever since I was a youngin'. I was serving in the coop. I was dealing since a youngin'. Told my mama I'm the truth. I got powder in my rocks and now they thinking I'm a cool. I got dirty in my water, purple feather, call it oops. Show me the stars, guaranteed that I'm a shoot. Create fire on the mic like I'm the devil in the booth. I'm addicted like it's crack that was
We cut that up in the studio. Shout out to my boy Kyle, man. Go ahead and try and get his handle included in this if we can, right? Yeah, man, he's been like a great help. This is the studio. We've been doing it over there in Interscope. And yeah, man, it's just I can't play the rest right now because it's a little feature about to get included.
Sounds like we need to circle back to Interscope. We'll come back to that though. So the first one was Juice, man. I like the vibe of Oregon. I definitely heard of this. Band in this motherfucker.
Yeah, man, that's that. Everybody in the stadium, stand up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Manny Fresh bringing you out. You love that.
All right, yeah, let's jump into.
Now that one had the bounce, the energy. I like that. You say you still had them in the clip.
Yeah,
that was dope.
Let's do this. Like I said too, I like to talk to him. I like to talk.
Play that shit, Brandon.
It's a NASCAR finna speed off. All the bitches around here, what I beat off. I got the VPN booming, ain't no DDoS. Only hit it like a dog, I take CMOS. I'm making money, still thugging in my Reeboks. How my main girl call me daddy and a big boss. On my side chicks question what my wrist costs. I ain't stopping on my shoes, get me pissed off. We be chilling at the range with some crystal. Take the car on the grass, it's a hole in one. Told her if you got some hungers, we could have some fun. I ain't said they both Aries, so I know they crazy. Got the baddest bitches ever wanna have my baby. Same shit you tryna wife when the door closed. Got a plan by the builder like it's Legos. I'm off the Addy, ain't no way that her legs close. Thought the chef need a post meal, pesto. They cooking moves back to back like I'm Rick James. Bitches always tryna squirt, leaving piss stains. And I ain't never been a nigga who just complain. I got big body energy, I'm in the range. Told her you can't spend the night cause I don't trust a thing. Make a sign the NDA and give me ID. Same girl you fanning over, be my side piece. Man, that crypto getting heavy, I might buy a plane. Once I made 100K, that shit got easy. You better know I'm big, homie, on be peasy. Girl, play me for my money, I turn Chris Breezy.
What's the name of that record, man?
So that was called NASCAR.
Okay.
Y'all gonna see why it's very video themed. To do a little mixing of the rapping, included with like a singing vibe on there, right? You know what I mean? Just show like the different.
I wrote down two because I picked up on that. I picked up a the two. I picked up a Too Short kind of vibe, and I could hear that sugar-free influence. Now with the tone,
you think so?
Just you know the old school.
Oh, like how
like an old school.
Yeah, the wordplay on it almost.
Right.
Okay.
Your whole tone, how you vibe, and it's almost like a it's a. I want to say it's summertime in LBC doing it had kind of anthem feel to it.
So I would say this, right? All of these are singles, so they're not like trying to fit into the same lane or nothing like that. This is like different music,
different. You pull them out everywhere.
Different little things, right? That will be released in a period of time. So here's a different track. We're gonna go on a whole different lane again.
Y'all just blinded niggas. I pull up to the block, I'm just shining with it. I mind clear jacket, ain't hiding with it. Man better pray up to God like church is chicken. PlayStation, cause I'm itching for that Sony. Come here, baby, you sexy, I just want you on it. You see the sun on me, baby girl, you know that shine. Mike Phelps, baby, I'm Michael Man, it's out that ocean. Is it okay if I'm a driver like it's stolen? Fat ass pinning on my neck, heavy and golden. All this Miri and Dolce, I'm frozen. I'm in the bank like gonna bring the rose in. I'm at the dealer like gonna bring the rose in. Wanna have fun, I'm like girl, be both friends. I got Cartier vision in both lens. And BRG, Versace glasses, I'm a ghost big pop. Yeah, I love it when you call me Big Pop. Like crazy ass chick, think she got me, she ain't got none. Thought that I would chase you, shit, you got it all wrong. Keep whipping the pot until the pot gone. Fill up with 5 real niggas from Morocco. So they wanted big, so I'm up and then pushing tacos. I don't speak Spanish, but the plug on the taco. Hold up, baby, I'll be a pop.
sure for the bass for the females. Then you know, still gotta have those.
Did we play the one from the video yet? That's on the gram. What's that? Worldstar?
Yeah.
Okay. When did that go up?
Worldstar, man. Maybe like a week ago. I think we're hitting over 30,000 right now.
Wow. Okay.
My Stay Running video released on my page, and I think we touched. I haven't checked actually in the last couple of days. I think we surpassed 50,000.
Nice.
Nigga on do the most, yeah, baby, just take your clothes off. Yeah, come real close on my dog, baby, I'ma need a bone. Baby, just take your clothes off. Wanna dance in the snow, let me show you how a nigga got on. Baby, just take your clothes off. I ain't tryna make no love. Jerry, I see you, what up? To the moon, yeah. Wanna get nasty, sleeping in my drawers. Say she love the thrill, wanna do it all. Send me news in the morning, I ain't gotta call. Let me play your breath for the heart. Yeah, riding with some gangsters, yeah, they all my dogs. Know we keep it do, so we turn you in a storm. No nigga disrespect me, got it all wrong. Yeah, they call me Mr. Pac-Man, finna be a ghost. Girl, you protected, I promise. Hey, baby girl, don't feel me, yeah, I'm not no monster. Yeah, I just got some aggression, and if we being honest, baby, once you get naked, I might catch a bite.
Yeah, that's a vibe right there. Yeah. After the club. Yeah.
Hey baby, just take your clothes off. Come real close, I'ma play a nigga on do the most. Hey baby, just take your clothes off. Yeah, come real close, I'm a dog, baby, I'ma need a bone. Baby, just take your clothes off. Wanna dance in the snow, let me show you how a nigga got on. Baby, just take your clothes off. I ain't tryna make no love, wanna do it to the moon.
Interscope a couple times earlier. You got a situation, or you just kind of figuring out some things?
Just making music,
okay,
man.
Right now, yeah. Smiling like you holding something in the clip, but we gonna let it. I'm gonna let you hold it.
I just be making music. Man.
So marketing, you plan to get out in the streets? You got a street team, or you plan to get some materials?
Yeah, I'm very confident in my team right now. As far as even that aspect, street-wise, digital-wise.
Okay.
Like, I think I took time to accept that one, like your team is you, almost, right? A lot of people try and do this solo, however, it doesn't really necessarily work like that.
It's not enough time in the day.
Exactly. Or at least if you're going to take this serious, you feel me? It's for sure not enough time. So I would say, yeah, man, I think I got enough people in my corner right now to, like, do what it needs to do at a very fast rate.
When was your last video shoot? How long ago?
Yeah, maybe 2. I have 3 unreleased videos as we speak.
Everybody's clipping up right now.
Yeah.
Everybody I'm talking to, like, I got 3 or 4 I'm sitting on.
Yeah,
so that's good marketing.
I'm sitting up there for it, and I got some more that we got to work on, man.
How many, is your channel? Did you separate it from the beginning years, or does your YouTube channel just have your whole chronicle, your whole music career?
Nah, separated.
Okay.
We never really personally took too much of like a YouTube presence.
Okay.
Like, I don't think we took advantage of it first coming out how we should have. However, my new page is the new brand and so on.
Right.
So,
Ready to be tied to some organizations and some brands for sure. You know, once you tie it all together, it's not going to be hard to get you to say, and be a good spokesman for different things. Especially speaking to you.
Yeah.
You're already seasoned. It's like you have media training already. So shout out to your team, man, because you handle these questions well. I mean, you took over a few questions and asked your questions, which is dope.
Yeah, nah.
Because I haven't heard from you, so I kind of wanted to get caught up. This is the way to do it. Okay, let's go right here in front of the camera and let me get you early before we get too deep with the new people and all that, and let people know you are a Classcfied Tours alum.
Yeah.
You was on a crazy tour. It was a tour right after the Roddy tour. I mean, these tours go back to Mustard, YG. I mean, it's hit and miss. You know what I mean? Just as many as that went on. It's probably double that didn't. And it's usually when somebody don't have a plan together. Yeah.
Here we go, man.
So introduce this one, man.
So this is Catalina. Made this a while back. It's produced by Brandon the Pro. Shout out to him. A lot of LA rappers know him. He's done a lot of stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, man, shout out to him. We ended up kind of linking and connecting. real dope in the stool. He became like a homie.
You write your own treatments, or you guys collabed on the ideas?
Oh, and shout out to if you go ahead and watch the video and look at the credits, it shows the whole team behind that as far as directory and stuff like that. Right. Shout out to my boy TD, Ricky, and Dan, man. Play the video, man. So that's who directed. Let's go. I've been getting money since a young age. Only 20 niggas see me like I'm 38. Y'all finna get the jet ski and hit the lake. Yeah. I've been getting money since a young age. Only 20 niggas see me like I'm 38. Well, I'm finna get the jet ski and hit the lake. Like niggas hating cause they be on my mixtape. Like back of the yacht, we in Long Beach. And I'll be jumping in the ocean with my coat on. 6'9" ass nigga, who you told on? Big stars, tell a bad bitch to go on. No hands get easy with my chains on. If you don't go big, go home. We just took a trip out to Catalina. Latinos turned this bitch into Costa Rica. I-3 with a dime piece. Finna beat the streets in the IV. Mid city to the IE. Check a line, say it right in the city late. I've been in that like, I heard like copper for like retirement night. I've been in that like, I swear lobster and shrimp tastes better than the country. I've been in that like, cap hotel 5 stars. I've been in that like, doing 80 in a Yamaha. I be speeding in the slow zone. What? Saw the Coast Guard and got on. Yeah, spin my suite with the snow cone. Fried calamari, tell my heart steak. Nigga eating good, big place. Yeah, I be moving fast, you slow time. Pull up to the forum like it's showtime. I've been in that like, I've been in that like, I swear lobster and shrimp tastes better than the country. I've been in that like, no cap hotel 5 stars. I've been in that like,
Catalina.
yes, sir.
Jay, give me the last part of the name again, so I'm gonna say it right.
Jay Guernon.
Guernon.
So
Guernon.
how LA is gonna say it is Guernon. Say Guernon.
Okay, Guernon. That's easy.
Yeah,
Jay Guernon.
There you go.
All right,
but
Jay
JG,
Guernon.
man, we all
JG
we all
in
leave
the
it at
building.
JG.
Give them the gram again and where they can see these videos at one more time.
Instagram Jay Guernon, Guernon. One word. Same as YouTube, same as TikTok, same as Twitter.
Man, it was a pleasure. I like the growth, bro. I'm very interested in just watching the whole progression of your career. You're not in a rush. That's the good part. Patience is a virtue. Everybody doesn't have it. Everybody, again, that could fuck up the summer. Can go two ways. You know, it could be trying to rush, or it could be strategically planning how you want to end the year and get ready for the top of the new year. So kudos to you for that and the team, man. Once again, Classcfied interview series, another one wrapped up in the books. JG, I'm gonna keep it simple. JG, I appreciate you having us, formerly known as Little what?
Drift.
Little Drift. That's how you might remember. He's a grown man now. We almost 3 years later, and we back at it. And we will see him again. We're gonna pull up on the video.
We legally get it in the clubs now.
Let's go.
Yeah.